Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to this live. Am I audible and visible to you guys? Can someone confirm? I see, I think, a beautiful DP here. Yeah, I think, you are joining for the first time as far as I remember. So, so where are you joining us from? I would love to know, which part of the world you guys are from, all of you guys who are present here. Hello, Lois. Hello. Okay, you are from New Jersey, right? Wonderful. That is beautiful. Thank you for tuning in. I think you are joining us for the first time because I don't remember your name. So is it your first time here? In a moment, I'm just going to brief about this live, as in, like, what we do in this live or who I am. Just giving you a little introduction so you know how these lives go. Yeah, but before it, I was just waiting for one more minute if anyone would like to, say hi or share, where you are joining from and all of that. So, so until you do that, I would like introduce myself because I see some new faces here. So my name is Anisha Maheshwari. I am a teacher on Insight Timer since more than 2.5 years now. And I usually make content related to mindfulness, overcoming limiting beliefs or the negative thoughts. And yeah, just basically feeling more alive in your day-to-day life and everything. So this is something, so these are the topics that I have made my courses on Insight Timer, and I have some tracks also related to mindfulness, emotion regulation, or some visualization meditations recently. So that is just a little bit about me. Okay, Louis is joining us here for the first time. I am so glad that, this was going on your screen and you decided to tune in. And I really hope Louis, Julie, and anyone else, who is present here, that you receive some guidance in relation to whatever is happening in your life. So Julie is joining us from Missouri, USA. Wonderful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I think I see Bella here. So, Bella, you're joining us at the right time today, just at the start. Bella says, Hola, everyone. Hola, Bella. Welcome. Welcome back to this live. And hello to you, Caitlin. Hmm. Caitlin is joining us from New York. Yeah, wonderful. I always love having you at the start of it. I was just missing, where is Caitlin? Bella says, on time. Yay. Yeah, so Bella is joining us from New Orleans. Beautiful. So we have some wonderful people here. And now we can begin with this, with this live. So for those who are joining us for the first time, how this live go is that first we start with a meditation to settle ourselves, to open ourselves, to tune into that higher frequency, which has that, higher wisdom that we want to receive today. So that's what the meditation is for. And once we tune in, once we settle down, then we are more open to receive that higher wisdom. Then we have a wheel. That name of the wheel is Wheel of Wisdom. Hello, Aparna. Hello, welcome. I was just explaining, how do these lives go. So we have this wheel, and that wheel has name of, some randomly selected books, which I have read over the past 8 years in my own transformation journey. So what we do is that we spin the wheel and let, universe work its magic, or let God or higher consciousness or, higher self or divine, whatever you believe in, whatever you call it. So yeah, so let that take care of the book that, would be chosen for us to read something from, to receive wisdom from. So then I just open my notes of that book. So as I was reading these books, I just made notes of the insightful, paragraphs or the transformative practices and all of that. So I open my notes, I close my eyes, tune into my intuition, and as I scroll with my eyes closed, I just stop at a section that I feel like this is something we all need to hear. This is something we all will benefit from. So I stop it and I do the reading and then we can discuss about it, or we move on to the next book or maybe next paragraph. So this works like that. And sometimes I like to have fun where I ask you guys to tune into your intuition and you also play the game, choose something for us to receive wisdom from, because the space is just an opening, just the spaces are for being the spaces are for us to be receptive, to receive the wisdom, and no matter the source. So the wisdom doesn't have to come from the book, it can come from me, it can come from you guys, so it can come from anywhere. But and universe is always speaking to us, but this time we are more conscious about it, we have that intention to be open to receive that. Bella says, that's the part I like when we play. Okay, yeah, I have started like including that more and more. So maybe you will get to play today as well. Yeah, I understand that that interaction is just so much fun. So I would try that if it is possible. Okay. So are you guys ready to start this session with the meditation? Type ready if you are ready for the meditation for today. Sai says good morning. Good morning, Sai. Welcome. Welcome to this live. I think you have been here before, as far as I remember. So if that's the case, welcome back. Bella says, yes, ready, ready. Beautiful. Okay. Caitlin is ready. Hmm. So I will drink some water. You guys can too. And yeah, just if you are not already, you can move to a quieter place. Hmm. Aparna is ready as well. So today's meditation is going to be about um So today's medic so today's meditation is going to be for people who have loved ones who are suffering either physically or mentally. So the theme of this meditation is around that, as to how to deal with the situation when you have a loved one who is in pain and suffering. So having that said, begin by coming into a comfortable position. You can either sit, stand, or lie down, whatever feels comfortable to you. As you begin to settle into this posture, you can either close your eyes all the way in, or you can just lower your gaze just to limit visual distractions, allowing your awareness to turn inward and becoming aware of the point of contact between your body and the surface beneath you. Feeling supported by Mother Earth, dropping the weight of your body onto the surface, allowing your body to relax. becoming aware of your breathing, feeling what does it feels like to be in this breathing body, noticing how your body moves with each breath. There is a beautiful rhythm to this, and now, as your anchor is in your breath, gently begin to bring to mind a loved one, a loved one who is suffering either physically or emotionally. So, thinking of someone from your life who is in some kind of pain, picture them clearly in front of you, feeling their presence as they come into focus. Notice what arises within you when you think of them suffering with whatever they are suffering these days. So, noticing what comes up for you as you notice them suffering or in pain. You may feel sadness, frustration, heaviness, longing, or even guilt. Or perhaps you're feeling helpless as you don't know how to help them. So let all of these emotions be here within you. There is nothing to push away, nothing to resist. You don't need to fix anything right now. You don't need to change the way you feel. All you need to do is just be here. Be here with whatever is present within you. Being with that pain or suffering that comes up for you as you think of your loved one who is in pain. As you connect with your own suffering, place a hand over your heart and speak kindly to yourself. You can say something like, "This is hard. I care so much about them, and I don't know what to do." Allowing yourself to acknowledge how hard and difficult it is for you to see your loved one in this manner. All those emotions that are present in your body are your truth in this moment. So, as you inhale, make space for all those emotions within you so that they can touch your heart and evoke compassion. And as you exhale, imagine your heart slowly opening more and more, and you see a warm golden light coming out of your heart and enveloping you. Allow yourself to be held in your own love. Continue breathing in this manner. As you inhale, making space for all these emotions within you. And as you exhale, letting the light from your heart hold you. Now, allow yourself to shift your awareness from your own suffering to the suffering of your loved one. And let your heart be open to this. Let your heart be open for them. So, as you inhale, imagine gently drawing in their pain, and you are not inhaling their pain just to carry it, but you are drawing in their pain to witness it with compassion. So, as you inhale, visualize their suffering as a dark mist. The dark mist is entering your heart. Know that your heart is not afraid. Your heart is so vast that it can hold absolutely anything and everything. As the dark mist enters the golden light in your heart, you notice that the dark mist begins to dissolve. It gets transformed into warmth, into courage, into love. And with every exhale, see this light from your heart expanding outward like a golden glow spreading around. So, letting this golden glow wrap your loved one in safety, comfort, and strength. Breathing in their pain and breathing out the golden light, which brings peace and love. Continue breathing in this manner, breathing in their suffering and breathing out your love for them. And if at any point it feels too much, you can always pause and rest in your own light for a moment. The light that is coming from your heart and enveloping your whole body. So you can always rest in your heart space. And then, whenever you are ready to transform the pain of your loved one, you can continue breathing in their pain, letting it touch your heart, enter your heart, and then transform into love and strength, which you exhale back to them. As you are exhaling, you notice that that light is expanding and enveloping them as well. They are feeling safe, loved, supported, and clear headed to face any situation in their life. And if it feels right, then you can widen the circle now. You can even breathe in the pain of all those who are suffering in similar ways. Don't worry, your heart has that capacity to hold the pain of every single being. And as you breathe out, let the wave of compassion wrap around everyone. Breathe out waves of compassion to all those who need care. As you connect with all living beings in this manner, you might be able to feel that you are a part of something greater. Remember that your presence and love has the power to heal. So, with that, allowing yourself to come out of this meditation by taking a deep breath in and with the exhale, letting go of this practice and gently opening your eyes, connecting back with the environment around you, and thanking yourself to take some time to be with yourself and your loved ones in this manner. Welcome back. Feel free to drink some water or move your body to come back. Mm. I see that some new people have joined us during the meditation. Amber says Grand Rising. Welcome, Amber. I'm so happy to see you here. Jocelyn says good morning. Good morning, Jocelyn. Welcome back. Thank you, all of you who are, coming back. I just love, it just gives me a sense of community where we get to connect with each other, day after day. So it's lovely. Thank you so much, Julie, for your kind donation. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that the meditation or the space touched you in some manner. And from the bottom of my heart, I really wish that this abundance energy multiplies so much more and blooms in every area of your life. Thank you for supporting me. Hmm. Okay, guys. So I see so many familiar faces here and some new ones also. So I want to let you know, if anyone joined during the meditation, that this was just one part of this life. We are yet, we are yet left to move on to the fun part or to receive that wisdom that, you might be here for. So a lot more is left in this life. We have just started, so stay tuned. Amber, Amber is okay. 44 folks. Yeah, exactly. This number just reminded me of someone. So in the previous two lives, when I asked people to choose a number to do the reading, that person chose 44. So yeah, I just thought it is that person's message. But yeah, it is so amazing to see, so much alignment, even though you are just so far apart. And yeah, and I forgot, yeah. So if you guys would like to share your experience of the meditation, I would love to hear it. And if you don't want to, then you can just, type the heart, sorry, touch the heart and let me know that the meditation resonated with you. Today I'm just jumbling my words a lot. I don't know why. But yeah, it's nice because I get to laugh at my own self. Okay, so yeah, so until you guys write, I would just open that wheel for us to receive some wisdom from. So, my lovely, beautiful beings. So, this is our wheel, and this wheel has name of 31 books that are randomly chosen. And this wheel, um, or maybe the universe, or God, or consciousness, or divine, whatever you want to call it. So that universe is going to choose a book for us to receive some wisdom from. And I truly believe that whatever will come through from this wheel is going to touch you in some manner and is going to help you in some manner in relation to whatever is going on in your life right now. So before I spin the wheel, I invite you to think about what is it that you need guidance on today. So, is there any particular area of your life that you would like to receive some wisdom for, some clarity, some direction towards? So, if you want, you can even share in the comments, like the general theme of what is going on in your life, and you would like to receive some wisdom on in relation to that. And if you have nothing specific in your mind, then you can just always, state in the comments or just hold that intention that I'm open to receive guidance for today or for this week. So, yeah, so taking your time to just bring to your mind what do you need guidance for. I love this, the heart and the in the place of O in open as Amber typed. That is so beautiful. I didn't know. Okay, is there a symbol like that in the keyboard? I didn't knew that. Hello, Phil. Hello, welcome. I see you recognize one of the members here. Okay, guys. So, let's now tap the wheel. I think by now you might have, you know, come up with something that you need guidance on today. Jocelyn says, "I'm open to receive guidance for this day, this week, whatever spirits wants me to hear." Beautiful, beautiful. Phil says hi, Anisha, and yeah, I love that. The emoji with it, the butterfly. I just hmm, whenever I think of transformation, butterfly is the thing that just pop in my mind, and the color blue is just so calming. Phil. Caitlin says, I was typing out something similar to Jocelyn Ditto. Okay, okay, beautiful. So you guys are, very open. You are joining here with an open heart and a receptive mind. And that's what we need. That's all we need. Jocelyn says, I love this song called Butterfly by the Emmett Sisters. I would give that a listen. Okay, I will write it down here so that I don't forget. And then I will listen to it. Butterfly by Emmett Sisters. Thank you for sharing that, Jocelyn. Thank you. Phil says, it's me spreading my wings. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Yeah. And Amber has just listed the whole cycle of a butterfly here. Beautiful. Caitlin says, yes, open and curious was what I wrote in my journaling just before. Wow. Yeah, it is. Isn't it so magical how, all of these things align so well, and they tell you that you're moving in the right direction. Jocelyn says, absolutely beautiful song about transgression. Thank you for sharing that, Jocelyn. Okay, guys, so let's now spin the wheel. Holding in your mind whatever you need guidance for. This is the first time that this book has come. I'm excited. I'm very excited for this. Hmm. Caitlin says, whoa, what a title. Exactly, Hmm. Sometimes, we don't ask itself because we think that we are not worthy of that, which is another limiting belief that stops us. And if we don't ask, we don't get, And in asking, we also gain the clarity of what we want more of in our lives, and what brings us joy. So yeah, it helps us consciously move forward and even manifest. So yeah, so the name of the book is Ask and It's Given. And this book is written by Abraham Hicks. So let's see. Let's dive in. Hmm. Okay. So I have like opened the page. And today we are going to tune into my intuition. So because there are no page numbers here, so I cannot like ask you guys. So by the way, these are my notes. Okay. May all of us receive the message that serves us and that help us in some manner to deal with whatever is happening in our life right now. Okay, let's see what came up. Hmm. So the author says the harder they push against unwanted things, the more they achieve vibrational alignment with unwanted things. And in doing so, the more they invite unwanted things into their own experience. And as more unwanted things now manifest in their experience, they shore up their own belief. They prove it to themselves that they were right all along about how bad and invasive that unwanted thing was to begin with. In other words, the more you defend your own beliefs, the more the law of attraction helps you live them out. But whose truth is the true truth? Okay, that is another paragraph, I think. Yeah. So the author here talks about this, kind of a loop that we get stuck in. And if we were to specifically talk about the limiting beliefs, hello, Cassandra. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. So, Yeah, so I was saying, so the author talks about a loop, and specifically, if we were to talk about like how the limiting beliefs, influence us, then there's often a name for this, like self-fulfilling prophecy. So in psychology, we call this self-fulfilling prophecy, where if we hold a certain belief about ourselves that maybe I'm not enough, okay, so if that is your belief, then you firstly you are focusing on that thing. Either it is even if it is about proving to yourself that you are enough, even if it is about proving yourself wrong, but still your focus is on something that you don't want, that that not enoughness, your focus is on not enoughness. Similarly, I have seen that whenever I talk to my clients, then all of them are focused on the problem, on what they don't want. And it is very rare that we realize that we shift our focus or that we even gain clarity as to what we do want. So if I don't want this, then what do I want instead of this? So we don't have that clarity. We are just stuck in our problem and just trying to solve it in some manner. Caitlin says our thoughts are spells and magical, and if you live by the four agreements, then you try your best to be impeccable with your word and live by your values and such. That was a profound paragraph. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for sharing, what came up for you. And I love that, part of living by your values, because again, it this is an addition to what I was saying, that instead of focusing on all our problems and um just taking this part for a few moments. So if we are focusing on our problems, we just focus on what I don't want, what I want eliminated in my life, what is troubling me, what I'm struggling with. And we never focus on what do I want instead of this thing, what do I want more of, what are my values in this area of my life, and what would bring true joy to me in this area of my life. So when we are focusing on the negative, we are more tuned in that, and our energetic field is also more tuned into that. We are vibrating at lower vibrations because those thoughts of sadness and all of that brings us to that lower vibration. So we now we now are able to attract things from that lower vibration, and we cannot be in lower vibration and attract things from a higher vibration, like joy, like peace, whatever it is. So we cannot attract those things if we are in a lower vibration. So when we are focusing on a problem, we are in that lower vibration, and that is not in alignment with the things that we do want, which are in the higher frequency. So that is one thing that came to me. And the other thing that came up was, as I was mentioning, the self fulfilling prophecy. So, if you hold a belief about yourself that I am not enough, which many of you would find that you hold that because that is a very common belief. And now, based on your conditioning, you would have learned that when I am able to do this, then I'm enough. So maybe earning more money is the way to feel more enough, to feel good enough. Um, or, doing hard work is the way to, feel good enough. So we design based on our understanding of what we have learned so far, what we have been conditioned into, we adopt a pathway so that we can prove to ourselves that our belief about us, that is, I'm not enough, is wrong. Caitlin says, guys, Anisha has courses on helping with changing limiting beliefs and all kind of good stuff. I was browsing earlier. Thank you so much for sharing that, Caitlin. Yeah, and I was about to say that, what I'm talking about, the self-fulfilling prophecy or this limiting belief thing. I have like explained this in very much detail as to how limiting beliefs, stop you from being successful, how they exactly impact you, how they are controlling your life without you even not knowing it. So if you would, um, in fact, I like to ask you guys. So, would you guys like to know the name of the course in which I have explained all of this in detail? You can type, yes or something in the comments. And yeah, I will share the name of it if you guys are up to it. Okay, Cassandra says yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, give me a second. Yeah. So when you go to my profile, you will see, like when you go to my profile, you can go to the courses section and you will see this course, which is Master Your Mindset by Identifying Your Limiting Beliefs. So in that, I have yeah, I have like day 2 and day 3 explaining that how does your beliefs affect you, and explaining that whole cycle, the whole loop that the author is talking about. And and yeah, how how this loop actually strengthens your old belief. um so yeah, I would have to like explain the whole cycle to you guys for you know mm, to be able to help you understand that better. Anthony says autism is my superpower. See, yeah, that is so wonderful, that we have that ability to reframe our thoughts or even our beliefs in a manner that serves us. So if like Anthony would have seen autism as something that he is deficient in, that if he would have seen that as a deficiency or as a limitation that is going to be with all of their life, then that would have been, then what would I have Anthony done? How would have Anthony felt? Probably like hopeless, right? Probably helpless or something like that. And now the way that, the narrative has shifted to it is my superpower because it comes with different things that Anthony is better at compared to others. And also, not and also in saying that, one particular belief do not form our whole identity. So, apart from autism, Anthony has so many wonderful qualities that, his loved one sees in him and, or he sees in himself. So, so not, so that one belief do not define Anthony, but that one belief might stop him from doing certain things, maybe like in career you might hold back thinking that, oh, I have autism and I would not be able to do this, or that yeah, I have some kind of deficiency or something. So if we have that belief, that belief is going to show up in different areas of our life, but that is not going to, but we have all of these like a lot of these limiting beliefs, so that belief is not going to color our whole identity, it is just a part of it. So that also helps sometimes in remembering, and then we can work on transforming that belief that is not serving us anymore. So yeah, so I want to like show you what I was talking about, like self-fulfilling prophecy. So let me like show you with a chart or something so that you understand that better. Just a second, I will show you on my phone. Hmm. I'm trying to find the right chart. Okay, maybe I'm not able to. Yeah, so I was saying that, okay, let's take it this way. So I have a belief that I'm not good enough. So I try to prove myself wrong, but this belief is still true to me. I still feel that, in somewhere that I'm not good enough. And when I have that belief is going to influence my thought, influence my perspective whenever I am in a particular situation. So that belief influence my thought. And when I have a thought like, I would not be able to complete this project because I'm not intelligent enough, um, I'm not skilled at presentation or something. So that those the so in every situation, different people have different kinds of thoughts. So the kind of the thought you will have in a situation depends on the belief that you hold within yourself. So now when that belief influences the kind of thought that you have in a situation, I'm not capable enough, and that leads to all the negative thoughts that I would not be able to complete this project and stuff like that. Now when you have these thoughts, you are more likely to feel anxious, you're more likely to feel sad and everything, and that emotional response will come over. And when our emotions are triggered, our, this new part of the brain, the logical part of the brain, shuts down and the emotions overpowers us. So we are more likely to make mistakes, and we are going to, so our behavior is going to be affected by those emotions and by those thoughts. And then and then what our mind is going to do is that it is going to use that behavior, it is going to use the mistakes that we made, the times that we fumbled, as evidence that your initial thought was true, that see, you are not good enough, otherwise you would not have made the mistake. That's why, this whole loop goes on. And that's how, our limiting beliefs affects us. And again, if you want like to understand this in very detail, you can always like check out the course that I mentioned. Okay, now I will like read some of the comments. Jocelyn says, I wouldn't trade my disability as it's given me unique abilities. I also realize I need those stories, lessons, gifts, and the people I have been blessed to meet more than I need to walk. Lol. I have a beautiful life and have already proved I don't need to walk. So I love, Jocelyn, how you highlighted this beautiful perspective of seeing that how that one condition, how that one quality of yourself, how that one part of you has brought a lot of things in your life that you really cherish, that you are maybe even grateful for. Cassandra says, I think it's the people I surround myself with that makes me feel like I'm not good enough, but I can't get rid of them easily because it's mostly my family. Yeah, so yeah, so I get it. I understand, when our environment is not in alignment with where we want to go, what we want to develop, then it is difficult. But that also highlights the importance of, having compassion for yourself, that you are living in such an environment that is not in alignment with that. So, being compassionate to yourself as you have to um, be exposed to that message in some or other way through them, that you are not enough. And then you can, then there is work about, um, even though they are saying that. So, okay, so I think I heard of this somewhere and I want to apply this. So, Cassandra, if if someone would have said that I don't like your blue hair, right? Assuming you don't have blue hair. So if someone have, if every single family member of yours would have told you that, your blue hair look hideous on you, or that is so ugly, your blue hair are just so yuck, or whatever it is. So if they have told you that constantly, would you have felt bad even if you don't have blue hair? Would you have believed them? Would you have felt, sad or down or whatever it is, if, if they have criticized your blue hair when you don't have one? Okay, maybe Cassandra is not here right now. Yeah, so probably you might have not, because you don't have that, you know that you don't have that. But with this belief, there is a part of you. Yeah, exactly. Cassandra says, no, I wouldn't. Sorry. That's okay. Yeah, so believing that what others are saying is because there's a part of you somewhere deep that believes this, that you are not good enough. And that part has developed because since that is your family, so maybe it developed in your childhood that, you were told that, and a part of you believed that. So first we need to work upon ourselves to, allow that part of us to let go of that belief. And then maybe others saying that would not affect you that much because now nothing within you would believe that you're not good enough, no matter how much they say that. So, again, if you don't have blue hair, you don't mind them criticizing that. You don't mind them commenting on that. So, if you believe that, you are enough, then you won't mind that much if they are saying that. That is their opinion and that's it. And you don't, and that is not the truth. You don't have to take it in. Let's see. Jocelyn says, Cassandra, I hear you. I loved across the country for the reason. I felt so much they were keeping me stuck in so many ways. Exactly, sometimes changing our environment helps. That's what I said. It becomes so much easier when our environment and when the people around us are in alignment with that. So that the work becomes so much easier. But if we cannot control that, if that is not in our hands, then we need to um, do something for ourselves, whatever we can, just work on ourselves in whatever way we can, in the smallest way we can. So, yeah, just focusing on the things that we can control. Jocelyn says, what is that story, Viktor Frankl? A really good book to read if you are in an environment where you feel stuck, surrounded by negativity. Yeah, yeah, it is a really book. It is a really good book to read. I don't know why am I fumbling so much today. Maybe I'm recovering physically, that's why. Okay. Hmm. So, yeah, so as Jocelyn suggested this wonderful, beautiful book by Viktor Frankl, who was a psychologist and also a Holocaust survivor. And yeah, that book is amazing. That just, I don't know, that just gives us hope in in terms of no matter what the environment is, how hard it is we can control it. We have the control over our responses and over everything else within us. We have the control over how we are going to feel and how we are going to perceive that situation. So if the environment around us is something that we cannot change, then at least we can work upon ourselves to we owe it to ourselves to work upon ourselves so that you can live in a way that brings that is more ease, that brings us more peace. So maybe you can try that book. The name of the book is Man's Search for Meaning. Caitlin says, "Oh, you're doing good. Didn't notice any fumbles." Okay, thank you, Caitlin. Thank you for the encouragement. Yeah, I'm just kind of mixing my words today. But yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Hmm. Okay, guys. So we have like delved a lot deeper in this. Um, So, what do you guys say? Should we read another paragraph from the same book, or should we spin the wheel again and choose a different book? Because we do have like some time left. So, we can do one more. So, you guys can vote in the comments and let me know spin or the same book. Rami says one more. Thank you so much, Rami, for voting. So, one more from the same book, Rami, or would you like to spin the wheel again and choose a different book? Caitlin says we went deep with that one. Maybe one more. Okay, same book. Okay. Let's see if anyone else also want to vote. And Rami, if you would like to clarify, same book or a different book. And until you guys vote, I want to. Okay, we have enough votes now. Sai says same book. Okay, let's go with the same book then. Okay, let's see what came up. The author says, consider this question. If I am in Phoenix, Arizona, and it is my desire to be in San Diego, California, how would I go about getting to San Diego? The answer to this question is easy to hear. No matter what your mode of transportation, whether it is by air, by car, or even on foot, if you will face in the direction of San Diego and continue to move in the direction of San Diego, then you must reach San Diego. If you head towards San Diego, but then you lose your sense of direction and you head back towards Phoenix, and then you get turned back around again and you head towards San Diego, then you get confused again and you head back towards Phoenix. You could potentially spend the rest of your life experience just moving back and forth, and you could conceivably never arrive in San Diego. But because of your knowledge of direction and with the help of road signs and other travelers, it is not logical that you would remain forever lost in the Arizona desert, unable to find your way to San Diego. The 400-mile trip between the two cities is easily understood, and the idea of making the trip is completely believable. And if it were and it and if it were your desire to make the trip, you would find a way to do so. We want you to understand that the trip between where you are on any subject and where you desire to be is as easily attainable as the trip from Phoenix to San Diego. Once you understand how to discern where you are along the way. For example, the thing that makes it seem more difficult to travel from financial insolvency to financial abundance is that you have not been aware when you were turned around and headed in the opposite direction. And the only reason that your trip has not taken you from no relationship to the perfect, fulfilling, rewarding relationship that you desire is that you have not been aware of the power of your thoughts and words that were taking you back to Phoenix. You clearly understand all of the factors involved in transporting yourself from Phoenix to San Diego, but you have not understood the factors involved in transporting yourself from sickness into fabulous health, from the absence of the relationship you have wanted to the fulfillment of this wonderful relationship, or from barely scrapping by financially to having the freedom to do the things you really want to do. Once you understand the clarity that your emotions provide, you will never again not know what you are doing with your current thoughts. I love how the author, explained this so easily of how we can, how moving from financial instability to stability is how moving from, lack of a partner to a lack of loving relationship is. And, how he compared that to moving from point A to point B, Phoenix to San Diego. And he also highlighted where we get stuck. It is that when we do start moving in direction of San Diego, in the direction of what we want, but then we get confused and we turn back and then we move forward, and then we turn back, and then we move forward, and then we turn back. And that is why we are not able to reach that point B that we really want, that we want to, uh, cultivate in our lives, that we want more of in our lives. And I was just saying, is there anything else in addition to this? Yeah, okay, not, no, nothing. So the author highlights the Sarah says, "What book were you reading from?" Sarah, the book is Ask and it's given by Abraham Hicks. And by the way, guys, I, mention the name of the books as well as the whole reading that I have done from that book in my group on Insight Timer. So I have a little community on Insight Timer known as Wonderful Beings. Let me write it here. Yeah. So you can either search for it on Insight Timer or you can go to my profile and, okay, let me show you. So you can go to my profile and like scroll all the way down. By the way, this is like my new track that got published today. Um, yeah, so I am actually, we have done like 42 more of these lives, these Wheel of Wisdom lives, and every live I have started with a meditation. So I have like so many meditations now, and I am just, extracting them from the recording and I'm publishing each meditation one by one on Insight Timer after like 2 or 3 days. So with a gap of 2 or 3 days. So this is the meditation that got released today. And the name of this meditation is Let Go of the Tension You Didn't Know You Were Holding. So it is basically about releasing the resistance that is within your body, even in this moment, even if you don't realize, but it is there. So letting go of that. So if you are interested, if you would like, you can check that out. I would love to, hear how you find this meditation. I would love to hear your experience of this meditation. So yeah, I was telling you about the group. Okay, I will just scroll it down. So yeah, like when you scroll all the way down, you would see wonderful beings here. So yeah, you can join this little community of mine if you would like to be updated about, the whole summary of the life. So if you don't want to miss anything, then yeah, you can join the group and go through the whole reading or get that name of the book. So after each live, within like 5 or 10 minutes, I upload everything in that. I just post everything in that group because even though this is getting recorded, so this video is getting recorded, it takes 1 hour to get uploaded on my channel. And if you would like to, access the meditation that we did, or maybe like to actually watch this live, then you can also do that. So the way to access the video recordings is when you like go to my profile in the about section and you scroll all the way down, you will see a link tree there. So you will see Wheel of Wisdom replay, and the number for this Wheel of Wisdom is 43. So we have done like 43 sessions so far, and actually what I have done is that I have created a whole playlist of all those Wheel of Wisdom lives, because I know there might be a time, when I'm not doing the live and you guys need guidance in that moment, because I don't do this on every day, I do this on alternate days. So maybe if you need some guidance, then what you can do is that you can open that playlist and choose a number between 1 to 43, and whatever number comes up for you, you can just trust that this is the video that you would receive some, clarity or some guidance from. And yeah, just click on that video and listen to the message that comes up from that video, because universe works in miraculous ways, and I know that you would receive something of value from that live. Thank you for the hearts. I'm glad that you like this idea. Yeah, so you can always check out all the lives, and I wanted to ask you guys. So I wanted to ask all the women present here that would you be interested in a free 1 hour coaching session with me? So, all the women here, would you like to have like a powerful conversation with me regarding whatever is happening in your life? And yeah, would you like to receive the support, receive the guidance, or whatever it is that you need in this moment? So you can mention that in the comments and let me know if you are interested in my offering, because currently I'm gifting a session, 1 hour whole, complimentary session to all the women here. And I've recently started this, and that has been just so fulfilling. I had a session yesterday only with a woman, with an amazing woman, a sweet woman. And yeah, she got so many insights from that. And I can promise you this one thing, that if you do decide to have a session with me, then you are going to leave with at least one powerful insight, because that has been the case with every single woman that I've worked with. So that is my promise to you. So yeah, you can mention in the comments if you're interested. I would love to know if you would like to experience coaching with me. Hmm. Sarah say, hello John, hello, welcome. Happy to have you here. This live is like ending, but you can catch the replay by going to my profile. In the profile, there is a link tree. So if you would like, you can catch the replay. In this live, we have just, received some wisdom from the amazing books that, universe wanted to send our way and do some reading from. So you can check out that replay if you're interested. Caitlin says, I had a session and it was so good, friends. 10 on 10. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for this beautiful recommendation. I so appreciate it, you sharing your experience with all of the women's here and encouraging them to step into their highest potential. So, yeah, so if you are a woman who is interested in that, what you can do is that you can message me on Insight Timer. The way to message me is that if you're already following me, you would see that instead of the follow button, there is a donate button. So above it, click on the three dots. And after you click on the three dots, you would see message teacher. So in that, you can message me that Anisha, I'm interested in that, complimentary session, and I would love to offer you that. I would love to offer anything that I can in that session. And yeah, we can schedule it at a time and date that we both, are good with. So don't forget to message me if you are interested in this gift of mine. And and if you're not a woman, if you are a man, then I do have other offerings. So like my one-on-one offerings are only for women, but I do have other offerings both on and off Inside Timer. So you can so I have like 7 courses on Inside Timer, which you can check out. Two of the courses are related to negative beliefs, negative thoughts, so overcoming, identifying and overcoming those negative thoughts or those thinking patterns. And my other course is on which I showed you, to identify your limiting beliefs. And then the other, 3 or 4 courses are related to mindfulness, not only just mindfulness in a quiet room where you want to just feel calm, but also being more mindful in your daily life. And you would be surprised to see how easily, you can incorporate mindfulness or the attitudes of mindfulness, like non-striving, acceptance, and, beginner's mind, and all of those things into your daily life. So, yeah, and without even changing your routine, without even changing anything. So, if you're interested in that, you can check that out. And I also have another course which you can access through the link tree. So, if you go to my profile in the About section again and you scroll all the way down, you will see a link tree there. So, there is a mini course of 6 days there that helps you understand all the key elements to become your best self, to become the best version of yourself. So, you can check that out as well. And what else do I have to offer? I also have created like, playlists. So, yeah. So if you would like to, um, feel, give yourself some soothing, some compassion, and regulate your emotions, then you can check out this self-soothing playlist of mine. So it has like, all of the wonderful techniques that we use in therapy to help a person regulate themselves, regulate their emotions. And if you would like to go on a mindfulness challenge, then I have all the free meditations in here. So I have like created a playlist here. So yeah, you can check all of these things out. And okay, I will read the comments now. There are a lot of comments. Caitlin says, and I will also share. I was hesitant at first, and then I was like, why should I turn down such an amazing opportunity? Just have the call, Caitlin. So if anyone is like hesitant, just reach out. Thank you so much, Caitlin. Thank you so much for encouraging people because I understand like there's sometimes hesitance in terms of um for many reasons, but maybe because you don't want to share it with someone, your struggles and things. And I understand that is so personal with you. But I would try my best to hold, the space, a non-judgmental and a safe space for you so that you can share your innermost thoughts with me. And yeah, I really, really want to help you in any manner I can. And yeah, I want to assist you in your journey. So please, if you have this desire, if you are ready to just take a step forward into your highest potential, then please message me on Insight Timer and I would love to offer you that session for free. Okay, Caitlin says, oh, that's the course I started today. Okay, which one, Caitlin? Can you like name that? Okay, the mindful and the routine. Okay, the mindfulness and routine. Wow, beautiful. So, guys, what Caitlin is talking about is this course. Hmm. So, this is the course that I think Caitlin is talking about, which is breaking free from monotony without changing your everyday routine. And it just help you understand how you can incorporate mindfulness to feel more alive, to find the joy and the beauty in everyday life. So if you're interested, you can check this course out. You can just check out all the courses by going through my profile. Bella says, Caitlin, yeah, this is me, and I don't know why I'm so nervous. Then again, Bella, we can explore that in the session. I would be happy to explore that with you because there are many reasons. Sometimes people have this belief that I'm not worthy of it. Sometimes, um, people are doubtful. There are many reasons. So yeah, we can explore that as well in the session itself. That, yeah, why you have this resistance to accepting this gift from me. Caitlin says, because she's gonna reveal something to you that your higher self has been waiting to know. Yeah, sometimes it's also I'm good in ignorance. I don't want to identify my patterns and work upon them. Yeah, I don't want to have any insights. So that might also be the case. But whatever happens, I'm here for you and I will try my best to make you feel safe to be able to do that. Bella says, Caitlin, that makes sense. And you are right. Why should I turn down such an amazing opportunity and chance? Wow, thank you so much, Caitlin, for interacting and yeah, helping Bella out to figure out to gain clarity as to why that resistance is present. So, guys, if so, that's it for today's live. And if you like this session, if you got something of value, or if you enjoyed the space, then you can support me in continuing these sessions day after day by making a donation. There might be some icon here. So you can press the icon and, just, support my journey and allow me to take out the time to do these live sessions day after day. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for your presence, for the interaction, for the love, and for the donation that I got. I'm so just blessed to be here with you guys and to receive your energy, your love in this manner. That just fills my heart. Um, Bella says, Anisha, it's so weird. I fell asleep during the live and had no clue. Must have been during the meditation praying. Yeah, maybe your body needed that, Bella. I think my voice makes you feel asleep, I think, because you were the one, right, who commented on one of my tracks, that you fall asleep while, listening to that. So yeah, just trust that that's what your body needs, and you woke up at the right time to hear just what you were meant to hear. So, Bella says, and I woke up before the live ended. Yes, I just feel so comfortable. Yeah, that is so nice. I'm glad that, the space offers you that level of relaxation that you can just feel safe to drift into sleep. Okay, guys, so just to repeat a few things. First, this is getting recorded. You can access the recording by going to my profile in the About section. You will see a link tree, so you can access all of the live sessions there, and the number for this one is 43. Second, if you would like to get immediate access to the name of the book that I read or the readings that were done in this, live, then you can check out, you can, join my group, which is Wonderful Beings. You can search for it on Insight Timer, or again, you can just scroll all the way down in my profile in the homepage and you will see Wonderful Beings group there, and you can join it so that you don't miss anything. And I also update about my tracks there. So I would also like mention my latest track today that was released today in case you are interested, in case you would like to listen to that. And the third thing is that if you are a woman who is interested in, a free 1 hour powerful coaching session with me, then feel free to message me on Insight Timer. The way to message me is that go to my profile, you will see three dots. If you're following me, click on three dots, go to message teacher, and you can say that Anisha, I'm interested in that complimentary 1 hour session. And yeah, and if you would like to get notified about my next live or about the next meditation, because I'm releasing meditations one by one, that were recorded in these lives. So if you would like to get notified about them, then you can follow me, and yeah, and just um listen to them to support me and just share your experience of them. I would love to hear that. So thank you so much for listening. If you found this session useful, you can make a donation to support my journey. And I really wish that you have a beautiful day ahead. Bella says thank you, even though I did not want to go to sleep. Yeah, your want and need is different. Maybe you need it to, even if you don't want to. Okay, so Bella says thank you, Anisha. Have a great day. Yeah, I hope that every single one of you have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye, and I will see you day after tomorrow. Namaste. Aparna says thank you, Anisha. Thank you, Aparna, for tuning in. It was nice to have you and to have every single one of you. And thank you for the hearts. I appreciate them. Bye, Jocelyn. Bye. Aparna says, by the way, I'm also Maheshwari. Glad to have connected with you, Aparna. So, Maheshwari is my surname. Anisha Maheshwari is my full name. So, yeah, it was nice to connect with you. Bye bye. V says thank you, Anisha. Thank you, V, for tuning in. I'm so glad to have you here again. I was just delighted to see your face floating around in the bubbles, in the love bubbles. So thank you for tuning in. Hmm. Caitlin says thanks everyone. Aparna says I'm from Rajasthan. Beautiful. That is, yeah, that is close to where I live. Um, Zosh Zoshital. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry if I'm not. But yeah, Zoshital says, thank you. So lovely. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your presence. V says loving your space. Thank you, V. It's always nice to have you. Sarah says, lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see so many of you, of you guys commenting and yeah, saying, speaking out, expressing, connecting with me. It's so nice to see so many new names here. So thank you all for tuning in. Take care and have a wonderful day.